Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? How are you guys feeling? Now, this is some more Fox Soul Tea Child because y'all was playing with me, okay? I didn't want, I wanted a video to where I can really get into some things concerning the whole Fox Soul thing with Armon Wiggins and, Claudia and Al and hell, Funky Dineva, all of it. When I did my video, y'all people gaslit me into believing that maybe I was wrong. And so I backed up off the story, and some time has went by, and people, Armon has came out and told his side of the story. And child, I'm on that ass because y'all thought that I was wrong, had me believing I was wrong, and god damn it, I'm not wrong, okay? Because I was telling y'all that I felt when Funky called, not Funky, Al called Funky, and they was having that conversation, it revealed that Al was a weird ass character, and that Al Reynolds is over here talking about everybody with Funky Dineva, and I felt that way, because what did you just running to talk to that man for when something happened with your show that he's not on anymore if you wasn't already talking? And that's what I said. But when I said that, a lot of people in the comments, a lot of people on social media was telling me that no, Mo, you tripping, that's not the case. It's not even any of that. He was calling Funky Dineva because Funky's just his friend and he's not being messy. Whole time, this man was being messy all along. I already broke the story to where on my channel to where Claudia was talking about her experience with the whole situation. And now Armon has finally came out because I was waiting for Armon to really come out and say what it was and say names, put a name on it. And one thing he did was put a name on it. He went on Spaces and he put a name on it. And I was telling y'all that gay man, not Armon Wiggins, but Al Reynolds, was being very fake and very weird. And for me, that's part of the reason why his ex-wife left his ass, because he's very, very queenish and very weird behind closed doors, in my opinion, from looking at this whole situation with Fox Soul. And everything that I was thinking have came to fruition. So I'm gonna say this. I told y'all niggas. I told y'all. Okay. I'm not even gonna do it because that man was messy. He's the reason why everything went a left. Okay. Now in this video, y'all gonna see. I'm gonna play a little clip at the end or whatever. You know what I'm saying? After I get this off my chest and saying that I told y'all asses that's what it was. Armon came out and told what really happened. And it was worse than we thought, because I ain't never even think that this man was over here saying that Armon was sleeping with producers and all this extra stuff. I'm like, ooh, child, it's a whole nother thing. So it's other tea, because I just thought that he was being messy and taking word from this person to that person. But he was being messy on a whole nother level, child. And because the crazy part about it is he's not even like taking up main space. You're not that man. On any show, I've never seen Al Reynolds really be like forefront, be doing huge things. I mean, his ex-wife really did help his career, but I don't know him to be on a certain show other than Fox Soul. This was a big push for him. So for him to self-sabotage like this, it is tragic and it is a mess. What's crazy is it really shows you that people in the forefront like kind of come off like they're just so sweet, so kind, and just so put together, and then randomly snap of a finger, they switching overnight and they just a whole nother, like, different type of person, different type of energy, different type of vibe. Whole time you fake, whole time you weird, whole time you got animosity, whole time you hating against everybody, whole time you trying to tank a show that's helping your career, self-sabotaging. It gives me everything that happened with him and his ex-wife, and I talked about it in my last video. Y'all check that video out. Check out my videos on this topic as a whole, child, because it's just a mess. But I've been saying it. The fact that he ran to Al Reynolds was very telling to me. And now that Armon came out and told his, version of the story or how he felt, it really adds validity of everything that I was feeling. I knew this man was messy. And when Claudia came out and Claudia spoke about it, I knew this man was messy. He just mishandled the entire situation. And on his first day, Armon said how this man was over here telling him that Claudia was trying to mess up what he had going on, all of this. And I said it earlier. I did not think that Armon was going to rock or be able to really exist in this space, because it seemed like Claudia didn't like him. However, he was able to get hired, and even while being hired and him getting that push and getting that A-OK, and I think is even something to be said about him getting that A-OK, from Funky Dineva. It gives me that maybe Al Reynolds went and told Funky Dineva that, oh, Claudia's trying to mess up you too, like she was messy with you, she's trying to be messy with Armon too, and that's why why Funky Dineva gave that cosign, in my opinion. I don't think it was like, oh, he just did that to be nice. I think he felt like, oh no, this girl not finna do Armon the way she did me. I'm gonna give my cosign, and that's gonna push him to get the job. And honestly, I think that it did, you know? But I also feel as though Al Reynolds is the mess behind all of this. He's the reason why everything is going haywire the way it is. He was being messy with Funky Dineva. He was being messy with Armon Wiggins because Armon wasn't even there long enough for him to be messy. And boom, out of nowhere, messy as hell. And it's just it's so tragic, and it's just disgusting behavior for a man of his age to be going around here acting this way. But like I said, I told y'all enough of what I'm telling y'all. I'm gonna let y'all listen to these clips. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. Tell me if I didn't tell y'all that this man was a messy queen, and that this man did not have nobody back, and this man was just being a messy gay man for no reason, no apparent reason. But yeah, anywho, y'all let me know what y'all think. I love y'all so much, and bye.
Get up. Another example I remember I was working for this network, and, you know, there was a lot of lies being told. Many lies. Many lies. I mean, one of the lies, they said that, you know, I was sleeping with a producer on the show. Went and told people that. Said I was on a date with the producer. I went and checked it. Checked the person. Called for a meeting with the head of the programming of the network. They're telling me that I just need to go and contact this person on the side and talk to this person on the side and figure it out that way. And I keep telling them, why are you telling me that? I don't want to talk to this person on the side, because this person is going to gaslight me into thinking that that's not true. It was another one of our coworkers. When in all actuality, I know that it wasn't, because that coworker ended up telling me that all three of them had a meeting, and this particular person ended up bringing this information to the head of the programming. And also, this person that came up with this information, they were pretending to be my friend, pretending to be an ally to me, pretending to be a person that they felt like that I could confide in and trust, and then to try to paint the other person in a negative light. But all the while, tried to set me up and say that I was going on dates and all this with the producers, and they were uncomfortable working with me. Completely lied. I mean, text messages and all. I'm reading the text messages from the man setting up the meeting with the management, and how he's uncomfortable, and this, then the third, and how I'm being protected by the supervisor. And when I go and bring that to the manager tells me I should get on the phone call. And I'm thinking to myself, ma'am, I'm not getting on the phone with this person that's pretty much said that they set up a meeting with you, and the same person that they don't like set up a meeting with you and said they're uncomfortable on the show because I have some sort of relationship with one of the producers, which was completely false. And you want me to have a phone call so he can gaslight me and lie to me. And then if I didn't get on the call, this person, the manager was semi-threatening me and saying, basically, if I don't figure it out, if I don't work it out, they're going to have to make other changes. Almost insinuating that you're going to have to fire me. So I'm over here like, this woman is really over here gaslighting me to go off. And then when I would go off and get upset, they paint you as angry. They love to gaslight you. And then when you click out, you're angry, you're upset, you're hard to work with, you're a crash out. No. These people don't like to take accountability. These people see you as a target. And for whatever reason, they see you as a strong leader. They see you as someone that is superior, honestly. And they try to break you down. And they try to make you look crazy so then that they can build their ego and they can feel better about themselves. That's what gaslighters do. Because a lot of gaslighters are narcissists.
What he did was he kept him at odds. And then, why? And then because the play was this, bitch. So he would always be like, then it was like, and then he had them, like, the people saying, like, coming to me like, Armon, you're not being yourself. You're not being yourself. And I was like, yes, I am being myself. Like, what more do they want from me? So the whole thing was, girl, it was given like, he only liked me because I made Claudia uncomfortable. In the beginning of the show, she didn't like me. That's when he loved me. As you know, he had another person that, you know, seemingly she didn't like it. I didn't like her. But once me and it started working well and our chemistry started getting cool and working, he would be like, I feel like you're dimming your light. I feel like you're dimming your light. I'm like, no, I'm still being me. Then in hindsight, I realized, yeah, it was never me dimming my light. It was more, bitch, you didn't like the fact that me and Claudia's chemistry was growing. That we didn't like each other. Once we started working well together, he changed. Ooh, his attitude kind of changed. So that's what happened.
So coming into the show, Armon, did you have any like hindsight into his reputation? Like, did anybody warn you, or were you?
No clue. We did one show and Claudia was uncomfortable. She was mad because she was talking about it was either black women or it was like assault, and he called me. It's like, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm like, what? He's like, I don't know how long you've been friends with Claudia, but you see what she did to you today? I'm like, what did she do? She sat down on your show. I'm like, what does that mean? He was like, girl, she wanted the show to go down, so she plays victim and she does this and she does that. Like, he was saying all this stuff. He was like, so next time we get on air, we're gonna have to carry the show because she's trying to make the ratings go down so you don't get hired. So he put all that in my head like the first week.
That's crazy. That's so messy, unprofessional.
That's what I'm saying. Like, girl, that's what I'm. So it's like, girl. So then this man gets off and does all this stuff, and then gets on and acts like he's the victim. It's like, girl, you know what you did. You tried to play both of us against each other because you don't like Claudia, and you wanted me to be the crash dummy to do your dirty work, so you can sit up here like the porcelain white man and be like and watch it all unfold. And I didn't go for that. Because then, bitch, you start lying on me. Because my fans in the audience was starting to fuck with me and they were starting to check his ass. So then he put out this allegation that I was sleeping with the producer and going on dates with the producer. And
that's
like, why would you do that?
Yeah, I knew he was fucked up when he called into T.S. Madison and was going off, pretending like he didn't know he was on live. Or no, it wasn't T.S., it was somebody. And then at the end, he was like, oh, I'm on live? But he knew he was on live the whole time. It's like, bitch, you're like...
It was given, he was trying to taint on my career, because why would you say something like that? Come on now.
Right.
And no shade, Armon, that's why I feel like...
And then too, but like, and everybody didn't understand how messy that was. Like, let's just be clear. Like, even if you cool with Funky, whatever, Funky still go live at the same time as you do on your show. So I'm not saying that y'all not friends or not, but girl, y'all really kiki girlfriends like that. She not even letting you live. She left that show and still gonna battle at your same time slot. That's thing number one. But then thing number two is, girl, all that told me is, girl, you're going back discussing everything that happens on the show with her because you've been being messy with her on the phone, giving her a play-by-play of everything because the fact that you thought her like, go back and watch TGIF, go back and watch TGIF and tell me I don't have a reason. So y'all been gossiping about us. You've been messy.
But the gag is he was too pussy to put out a statement or just speak on it with his chest.
But my thing is, you called Funky Dineva being messy because you've been talking to her about us and the show because he already knew you didn't start a new conversation. You just said, go watch TGIF and see if I don't have a reason. You don't have a reason for what? Oh, girl, y'all been discussing me. Y'all been discussing us. Y'all been discussing the show. Like, girl, you've been messy. Like, why? Like, if that person left the show, is now competing with the show, why are you going back over there discussing and reading with the ops? If that's the case. You know what I mean? Not like that, but I mean, don't even...
So do you feel like you work better alone now? Like, would you ever...
I definitely feel like I work better alone. I definitely feel like I would want to be on the show, bitch, where I came in on it, bitch, as the original cast, because I don't want to come into a messy situation where girls already have issues and stuff with each other, because I don't want to be caught in the middle of that. I feel like I was caught in the middle of some bullshit.
It was.
And that had nothing to do with me, girl. And I'm just like, I don't want to be in the middle of bitch. I don't want to be caught in the middle of nobody else's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, girl, it was an inevitable situation. It was crazy. So,
and it's not about working with people or working by yourself. I think it's about working with the right people. Girl. If you're working with like-minded people that you have good chemistry with, you won't run into shit like that. But obviously, I was not that type of bitch.
Yeah, so it's no tea, but it's just the way he acted after and was acting like a victim. And I'm like, girl, you know what you did. You know exactly what you did. You were being messy as fuck. You were being messy. You didn't like Claudia, and you stopped liking me once I started getting more fanfare, and me and Claudia were cool. And then you really stopped liking me once I saw you for who you were and checked you. Because I checked her first. So what y'all got was very light in the end.
Oh, you checked her before the roast?
Absolutely.
Oh, period.
Bitch, I called a meeting right after one of those shows, bitch, and went playing the fuck off. Bitch, you think I'm gonna be playing these games when I'm out here in the city and bitches that said I'm fucking the producer because you feel some and the whole thing is the girls didn't clock it. What ended up really kicking off the thing with why I think he started feeling some type of way, if you watch the show, I had got a music segment on the show. And as soon as I got my segment, she said, oh, this was on air. You got your segment? Oh, it took me 4 years to get a segment. So she was already building like, oh, you're getting special privileges. Like, girl, even that night we went out, I was like, oh, I can't wait to see what we do for Pride Month because we do a lot of other stuff for, Women's Month, Black People Month, but we don't really highlight LGBT people. She said, well, did you tell such and such, which was the producer? I said, yeah. She said, oh, I'm sure you'll have it by next week. I said, well, what does that mean? She said, oh, you're just a princess. You get whatever. It's just all about our mom right now. And that's why Claudia doesn't like you either because you've even taken her spot with because you are the cook. And I'm like, huh? So little innuendos like that to me mean, oh, you feel away. So he would say little slick shit like that and make it seem like I was getting special privileges. And I'm like, no, I'm not. They're just trying to bring me in on the group. So that's when she started hating. When I got my segment, when I got that, So she started being a hater and just started making it seem like, yeah, I'm sure you'll get whatever you want. Like type shit. I'm like, huh? Girls that perceivably have like, more. This is why I do fuck with Claudia. People like try to drag Claudia, but it was like, girl, she was like honest about the shit she did, and she was like, girl, I'm not really trying to be on that no more, and I take accountability. She apologized, and I apologize for shit that I said. But a lot of these girls, especially these gay men, outside of Tasha Gay, but like these gay men, like I just don't really fuck with them because they be wanting to be the only ones in the spot. You know what I mean? And they, especially the older girls, and I'll be like, what is that tea? So I don't know. Bitches be haters. I'm never gonna be a hater like that.
No shade. I don't even know who that is, girl. She is not fucking with you, Armon.
It's supposed to be haters, girl. Even Jason Lee, she was a hater. A heavy hater. Big old hater.
A heavy.
No, she was a hater. She was a big old hater. I'm like, oh my God, she's a hater.
Jason Lee give me stalker vibes. He always did, like, stalk your life, stalk what you're doing, got a camera above your house.
She's a hater.
Yeah, probably got a camera up your ass. Never know.
Ooh, you know what's crazy, Armon? Because they're both like in the 40 plus gay category, right? So what I'm thinking is just from like a psychology standpoint, they both come from an era where gay niggas didn't get opportunities. So the fact, and I'm not giving them no excuses or giving them no grace, but I'm just saying like they come from a place where they finally made it, and it's like now they seeing younger people come up with more opportunities, and it makes them feel away because they look at it like, damn, I didn't have the opportunity, and y'all getting that shit like it's nothing, and that's not a right.
But
that's
bitch,
not the
I'm
right
not just
mindset
that
to have.
young. I'm just not that young. I'm not. But girl, I see girls on TikTok. I see these big old girls doing shit that I used to do. I see these girls going viral on their Instagram. Girl, I don't give a fuck.
Right, because it's not the right mindset to have.
And they're younger than me, and y'all be living for them. And girl, I just don't be liking when the girls be trying to give like when the girls be trying to make it seem like trying to make this an imaginary beef between me and Zachary Campbell. I don't like that because it's like she's been doing this before me, and we have two totally different type of aesthetics on everything in life. And so I don't like to be compared to her, and it's not no shade, but it's like I don't ever want. And it's not nothing like that, but I don't ever want to be like her.
Yeah, me watching both of y'all are literally two different.
Girl, that's not my type of tea.
Yeah,
I don't give that, and it's not, she don't give what I give.
Yeah, I don't think your pond dips into his pond. I think y'all have your own separate pond.
Yes, and I just be like, that sends me when they try to do that. I'm like, girl, and then it makes me, kind of end up low-key whacking her, and it's not even a whack, but it's just more like, girl, like, please stop trying.
I'm crying.
No, but I don't do it on purpose. But it's just like, girl, I be having to let y'all know, like, girl, I'm not on that.
Right.
And that worked for her. And she's younger than me, but she's been doing this a lot longer than me. She's very successful. She's very talented, and what she does, I think she's great. Even her music, I think her music is dope, but I think I think she's dope. But bitch, don't try to make it seem like I have to feel a way about her, because I don't. So nothing about her make me feel no kind of way, baby. And I just hate when y'all be doing that.
It's like Billy Porter. He be doing the same shit. I feel like he have that same mindset. It's like the older
I be feeling like, girl, I be feeling like Billy Porter and RuPaul don't really see it for each other. It's the tea right there. Because, girl, why RuPaul never had Billy Porter come on her show? They don't even follow you. Like, girl, you got to really get into it. Like, girl, it be tea in every area, girl. Like, girl, why it just give like, girl, bitch, why RuPaul don't fuck with Billy Porter? Y'all both like androgynous, trans, whatever. Y'all both got white husbands. Like, y'all give the same tea.
He said this shit is in different areas. I'm crying.
No, it is. It gives that.